Hello, and welcome to this next section of PHA's Introduction to FMD webinar on the importance of biosecurity planning. I'm Stuart Kearns, the National Manager for Preparedness and RD&E with Plant Health Australia. Over the past month, PHA has been engaged in conversations with a number of our plant industry members on some of the potential impacts arising from an FMD incursion and any subsequent emergency response. Most of this conversation is focused on what growers and mixed enterprises could do in preparation to minimise their exposure and capture any business opportunities that may arise. As a result of this conversation, we've developed a framework and associated quick guide to help plant industries and mixed enterprises in their preparation. And it is this framework that I'd like to share with you today. Before I start though, we need to understand that there are and will always be certain specific questions that are unable to be answered definitively prior to decisions being made in an emergency response. These types of questions are mainly around specific, unique, and detailed scenarios or situations within a potential response. We believe that there's a range of stakeholders that would benefit from this framework. These range from mixed enterprises seeking clarity on business continuity and may be more aligned to cropping orientated communication channels and networks, right through to specialist producers who either share borders with intensive livestock areas or are still assessing the risks around feral animals and what it means for them and their business. The framework's been based on the FIGHT model that's been used successfully in continuity plans for fall armyworm and Russian wheat aphid. The 5 steps of the FIGHT model are assess, find, identify, thresholds, and enact. We have, where we can, provided insights and areas of focus within each of these steps. The first, and one of the most important, is the use of farm biosecurity planning. Since its production, the Farm Biosecurity Action Planner has triggered industry-specific planning guides from a range of industries. Some good examples of these include those for cotton, rice, vegetables, melons, and grains. These biosecurity action planners are available through the Plant Health Australia website, through the Farm Biosecurity Program website, or through various industry websites. Using these guides or planners will help you identify your risks. Utilising the risk assessment matrix included in them will also help prioritise these risks. We believe there should be an increased emphasis on incorporating property mapping as part of your biosecurity plan, as managing logistics and routes are likely to be important. We also suggest that you update contact details of your workers, consultants, spray and harvest contractors, and drivers, etc., to enable early and effective communication and business continuity. You should also start to compile a list and join networks of credible and trusted sources of information. A list of some of these is available at the end of the webinar. Keep informed of any new developments by checking in regularly. While FMD spreads most commonly through the movement of infected animals, it can also be transmitted on materials that have been in contact with them. Ensure you keep good records of vehicle, machinery, and people interaction with livestock. These are likely to be useful in ensuring business and enterprise continuity during and after an emergency response. There's a range of good templates, such as those for vehicle registers, as well as consultant checklists that are available through the Grains Biosecurity website. The use of biosecurity gate signs at entry and exit points with clear instructions for what you want your visitors to do will also be important. The second step is find. As you're unlikely to see symptoms of FMD from the driver's window of the Land Cruiser, you need to know when and how to look for signs of FMD. With the good seasons we're all currently experiencing, it's a timely reminder to ensure livestock handling yards are clean, safe, and easy to use for inspecting stock. A range of FMD symptoms have been listed here in order of your likelihood of being able to see them from a distance. Ensure that you, your staff, contractors, and others that come into contact with animals on your property are aware of the symptoms and know what to do. Photo identification guides will be included in the quick guide and will be useful. The third step is identifying. So not only is our best chance of being able to contain and eradicate FMD reliant on early detection and reporting, FMD is a nationally notifiable disease. This means that if you suspect any symptoms, contact your local vet, your government veterinary officer, or call the Emergency Animal Disease Watch hotline. They'll provide you with advice on what you need to do and what will happen next. Step 4 is thresholds. Australia has a zero tolerance to FMD. Again, our best chance of being able to contain and eradicate this disease rely on early detection and reporting. Right? A false alarm is better than the disease going uncontained. Don't hesitate to report. And finally, the fifth step, enact. PHA's suggesting that industry start enacting their biosecurity plans now, with a good focus on farm hygiene practice and controlling the movement of livestock, people and equipment onto your property. If you have a property identification code, make sure your details are up to date and any recent livestock movements or transfers are included in the NLIS database. Make sure you document all vehicle movements onto your property, including that for hot hay and fodder, fertiliser and chemical, agronomists and consultants, and spray and harvest contractors. Ensure that you keep good records of vehicle, machinery, and people interactions with livestock, as these are going to be useful in ensuring business continuity. Put together a vehicle biosecurity kit, including a portable footpath to carry in your vehicle at all times, and most importantly, use it. For more information on the vehicle biosecurity kit, go to the Grains Biosecurity website. Use the biosecurity farm gate signs at entry and exit points with clear instructions of what you want your visitors to do. For how to order and how to get access to these the farm gate signs, please contact the Grains Biosecurity officers or visit grainsbiosecurity.com. And finally, continue to update your biosecurity plan and prioritize your actions. And for more information about creating biosecurity plans for your farm, including plan templates, visit farmbiosecurity.com.au or grainsbiosecurity.com.au. Finally, here are some useful FMD resources. Additional resources are being compiled for inclusion in the quick guide. To keep up to date with the latest plant biosecurity information and events, remember to keep checking in on PHA's website at planthealthaustralia.com.au. Thanks for watching.